Chào tư jongo chopungi shade. For those that are new, that just means good evening, friends and everyone in Hmong. And today is the 13th, and right now it is 9:48. This is not a 20-minute video, just a little update I want to share. Excuse me. And I will be uploading this one on the 14th, which will be uploaded 1900, or I should say 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So let's get started. I just want to share something that happened today, and I wrote down be safe better than be sorry. I should word that another way. It's better to be safe than to be sorry. Man. Oh well. The thing is that the reason why I brought it up, it was raining really hard today. Really hard. And to the point where it was hard to see the painting on the road, where it prevents other cars, I mean not prevent, but helps other cars to stay in their own lane. That was very hard to see. And on top of that, there are roads that don't have the little reflectors, the little reflector bumps. It wasn't there, so it's like the road, there was no line whatsoever. People were all over the place, and it was pretty bad. And on top of that, it was raining so hard to the point where my wipers were going at maximum speed, and it still could not wipe all the rain out. The rain just kept coming on the window so hard. It's just like each time it wiped, the rain never went away. All I could see was just constant blur. So it was really bad today. I started work at 11 and I ended the shift at 7 p.m. And I made, I think, a total of 7 deliveries. I didn't make that much. I think probably a little less than $50. But that's a lot better than $20 or $30, that's for sure. And I ran out of the gas. So I went to the gasoline station to fill up, and I realized I should call it a day because it got worse. It was raining even harder to the point where on the left side, either on the left side or right side, those lanes were filled with water, and it was easy to hydroplane. And if they're not going fast, if people are going slow, then the puddle water, it was going above the car height, and wow, it was pretty bad. And I even got a text warning saying flash flood warning, and it ain't wrong because I was seeing it. I was in Buena Park, and the water is just insane. However, what I thought about doing was, you know what, I'm gonna grit my teeth and go for it. I need the money. And something inside me was telling me, don't do it. It's not worth it for what, an extra $5 to $10. Not worth it. It's too dangerous. And I was soaked wet. I mean, if I didn't dry up, I'd probably get sick. I was drenching, and I had an umbrella with me, but still, even though the only thing that wasn't wet was my head because I had the umbrella, but everything else from my shoulder to my legs, everything from my shoes, everything was soaked wet. I'm not sure what happened today, but wow, it was pouring. In America, we call it raining cats and dogs. It's probably over-exaggerate. It's like the raindrops are size of cats and dogs. It was huge. It was pouring. I mean, I was soaked. And I was thinking, man, I definitely do not want to get sick, especially for those who are doing the car life or van life, not by choice. Believe me, being sick is a terrible thing. It's a horrible thing. So I just made the executive decision, 7 o'clock, just call it night. And right now it's 9 o'clock. It let up, but before that it was still pouring hard. So yeah, that's what I want to share, everyone. Even though we are in need of some, like for me it's money, like I need it a lot because I have a lot of debt to pay. And wow, I still need to call the tax guy to get my tax done, but I don't have the money to pay him because he charges a lot. And I guess rightfully so, because he does it right every time. And yeah, oh my goodness, I did not pay for my registration. Well, my registration for the car is probably like, I think $240. So we have to pay this every year. And if we have to do a smog check, because I live in California, I think they do a smog check every two years, I think. It's even more. And if that's not paid, we could get pulled over. They could take the car. And you don't want that. So in America, it's not free as everyone think it is. There's the tax man, tax everything. And I need to pay that, because if I don't, I screwed up. I should have paid it on time, because when you don't pay it on time, there's penalty fees, and that's a lot worse than than just paying the fee, because it's that fee and the penalty fee. I didn't think about it, because remember I mentioned how everything was so bad. I kind of left everything aside, kind of turned a blind eye. And 2025, I kind of woke up. So yeah, now I gotta pay it. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I'm so tired. I'm not sure what happened, because I got home at 7. All I did was wash dishes. I replied to some comment, and boom, it's almost 10 o'clock. It's almost 10 o'clock. Where does the time go? Oh, Mr. Sony loves to focus on the face, so it doesn't have the product focus. I'm not sure what it was called, but the Sony ZV-E10 has it, but the flagship A7S III doesn't. That is a major flaw. Come on, Sony. Alright, that is it. That's all I want to share. It's be safe, then be sorry. I'm sure probably a lot of people already know that, but I thought I should share it. And that's it. Oh, also for anyone who owns Sony cameras or planning on getting a Sony camera, I hope that the camera didn't spit. Saw that. Anyways, if anyone plans to get a Sony camera, the professional one, it's not like where we could put it on auto mode and everything will look good. With Sony cameras, the professional ones, you have to really know how to use it. Like for me, I put it on auto mode. I made a mistake. I just put it on auto mode, and now I'm looking super orange. Oh, and sometimes I forgot to change it, and I leave it on auto mode, and when I'm on regular sunlight, I'll become super pale alien green, and it's, woo. I mean, Sony cameras, it can be very beautiful, but it expects you to know how to use it to make it the best. And also the battery. Like, I charged this battery, I think 2 days ago, but I forgot to turn off the wireless and the Bluetooth. Pretty much put it on airplane mode, and guess what? It drained the battery. I had like 30%, when 2 days ago it was 100%. Like, wow, what is the camera doing? It's just in the bag, and it did not have this problem until I did the firmware update, where they changed the interface. I mean, it's cool now, but there are downsides to it. And if you have the OG interface, the firmware, I would recommend keeping that one, because I'm kind of regretting it. Anyways, That's all I have for this video. So everyone, it's better to be safe than to be sorry. Like for my instance, yeah, I could have made a little bit extra more money, but it's not worth it if something happens, because I could not see the road. It was raining so hard, couldn't really see the streets, even though I really need the money. And yeah, I mean, I'm very fortunate that I'm not at the point where I need to do it, because if I have to do it, then I would have to do it. But other than that, that's it. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and that's all I wanted to share. Until the next one, the Most High willing, hallelujah, and Sinji Dua.